to part 15 of our training on how to use WordPress to build blogs and sites. So in this conversation or in this training, we're going to look at how to add categories and tags to your post. But first, what is category? Now, if we go to Google, Google says category and tags are default tools used to group and organize website contents. Categories are broad main topics tagged as specific micro keywords, and both help users to navigate a site. So, if we want to look at, let's assume you're talking about fashion on your site now. A category can be male clothes. Now, under male clothing, you now have shirts, you have trousers, you have shorts, you have different kinds of clothes, you have kaftan. All this can be categories under male clothing. Male clothing is a category, remember. Then the tags can be shorts, shirts, kaftan. Now, female clothing can also be a category. Now, you can have tags such as bubu gown, dinner gown, and stuffs like that. So the both of them work hand in hand. Now, but like if we go to my parent blog, Beats Magazine, you find out that because I am the owner of the blog and I want a situation whereby our posts is more obvious to users than every other person's post, I restricted my registered users from using category. They can only use posts, while I alone use category. Like if you look at all the posts here, you see it's all articles. That's the default category. I changed the name from uncategorized to that. Now, but if we scroll down to my own articles, you find out that I have a different category for them. Wow, mine is still far. Sorry, bear with me. I'll get there. Okay. Now this is mine. So you see, what this article, True Leadership Starts With You, is in articles and DMR. DMR is Daily Motivational Reminders. So if we go to my account on the Beat Magazine, you will see that most of my articles have multiple categories. So this guides you. Now, but still on the side, we have a tag cloud, which we're going to see now. Let me open this article so we'll see what a tag cloud is like. A tag cloud helps your users to navigate through the site as well, just like you have category. Now, down here, I have the tag cloud. So you see all these are tags, different tags. These are the most popular tags that are used on the site. It goes up and down. Sometimes you come here, you see just a few tags. Sometimes you see a lot more tags. It all depends on how frequently they are used. I also have the tag cloud up here to make it easier for people to see what they want to see. Now, if we come to my own account here, you'll see that most of the posts have okay, this one is conceptual. That's a category as well. Let's go down below. So, okay, this one is discipline, leadership, discipline, and personality growth. Now, some things will not show you this category in the archive page. Some things may show it like the way this edit is showing here or the name is showing here. But this one is highlighted to make it easier for users to navigate. So, now you want to create a category. Let's assume you're not doing it from when you're creating a post, because you could also do it from when you're creating a post. Now you could also do it from creating it directly under post here from your menu. You come to category, click category, you name the category as, let's say, feminists. Forget about sludge, it will assign it on its own. You don't, if you put it to parent category, it will sorry, if you put it as under any category, it will be a child of that category, just like we saw in our menu. So you add category and you will see it appear here. You see the default category is still named uncategorized, but if you want to edit it, you can click on quick edit or edit and you edit it. So let's go here. Wow, my network is. So remember, like we said, there are two ways to do everything in WordPress. Now we've added a category from here. We're going to look at how to add a category from post. That is, if you're posting new content, you add a category from there. So now, but a word of caution or something for you to observe here is that if you create a category, if you've not yet published something on that category will not show up on your website or your blog. Now this happens in case of where maybe you want to add your category to the menu. So if, let's take for instance, now we have this menu and you want to add a category. If there's a category with an unpublished item, let's take for instance, you have feminist here. If you add feminist to the menu and click save, because we've not published anything on feminist, now if you go click on it and check the site, you'll see okay, feminist has appeared here, which means WordPress has updated something. Formerly it wouldn't come on. In the past that would not show up, but now it's showing. That's nice. So if we now click on, let's say we want to how to be a feminist and still how to be a feminist and still love men. No. Okay. How to be a feminist, how to be a non-destructive feminist. So come back here and type whatever you want to type. Then on this menu here you have post and you have block. You go to posts. On your posts, remember we've seen how to set your featured image. You now go to your categories and use any of the categories that you want to. Okay, let's say we're using good food here. Publish. Now when this publishes, you can see it here. So if you click on feminist now as a menu, okay, sorry, there's no post on feminists. That was good food. Okay, yeah. So good food, how to be a non-destructive feminist. So now we've seen how to add category, but let's assume that you want to add this post, you want to make it beginner feminist. You know, there's beginner feminist, advanced feminist. The advanced feminists are those who tell you a woman is better than a man. Beginner feminist is the one that is trying to rebel against men and say, I won't wash your clothes, I won't cook your food, I won't do this, I won't do that, I won't clean your house, let's get a maid, take your clothes to here, take it to dry cleaner and all that. So we're going to say beginner feminist as a tag. So we've added this to this post. Come here, you click on this. Let me say, okay, this post, this theme doesn't show your tags here. So let's click on it and see if it shows a tag in the post. It doesn't even show the tag in the post. Let me refresh. It doesn't show the tag. Why? Let's save it again. Okay, so we'll go back here because the tag ought to show. How to be a feminist. Let's go back to good food. Okay, it's not showing. The tag is not showing. But if we now add a tag cloud somewhere in our widgets, if we add a tag cloud, that will now show. Let's add a tag cloud, or to make it simpler, let's add it to our menu. Let's add a tag cloud to our menu. Okay, that doesn't come up here. It doesn't. Okay, let's go to widgets. The widget will load. It's a small site, so it's a new site. So it's easy for the widget to load. Okay, we want to add it below latest post. So we'll click on the plus sign here and browse. Somewhere here, we're going to see tag cloud. Widget. It should be in widgets, tag cloud. So update. Let's come back here. Let's open a post, Venn diagram. Tag cloud. Okay, look at the tag cloud. Both beginner, health, not, and reflexology. So this makes it easier for people to navigate your site. Now you could add a paragraph on top of this and you name it tag cloud. So someone is guided on what he's doing when someone comes to the blog. So let's go back to our dashboard. Now we've seen how to add category and tag. The next thing we're going to look at is some other miscellaneous settings.